Hello everyone, welcome back to the Lord of the Rings Online. This is Gnarlo here. Say hello to everyone, Gnarlo. Good boy. When last we left off, we were getting ready to go on Book 5, Chapter 4, The Prince of Rohan, and accompany Theodred, I suppose, on the Daring Strike Dawn. What we got to examine the map table. One thing I did notice when I was looking for a seller just now, but I happened to come up this way and notice they've got a member of the Grey Company. Darvoon, a member of the Grey Company, is tied to a post up here with a Rohirrim guard attached to him. I would really like to hear the story behind why one of the Grey Company is being kept captive by the Rohirrim here. So we will definitely spend at least enough time in this camp to figure that out. Find what quest works for that. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and look at this. I believe the plan is to go and attack some of Saruman's Uruks, if I remember right. Attack his Uruks in order so that Saruman will be more cautious and keep the Uruks at home in Isengard. That is what Theodred is hoping to do. So we are going to take this on. You study the maps placed upon the table and consider Theodred's plan. First, he must determine what defenses to leave at the ford of Isen. Then he will ride north to Isengard with a host of riders. The attack will begin at dawn. So it's a solo quest, and we will start it now.
Dawn came swiftly on the 25th of February, as my prince prepared to conduct his daring strike.
Alright. Talk to Theodred on the Ayat of Isen. Got a interesting looking force gathered here. Let us talk to Theodred, since they are all... Hey, Grimbold, everyone's geared up for battle here. I hope you have awakened refreshed, Gnarlo. I doubt not this will be a long day. I have a few matters left undone, which must be resolved. Then we will ride. Follow Theodred as he makes some final preparations. I think we'll go ahead and zoom out for that. I will need many men at my side at Isengard, but we must not leave the ford undefended. Who do you have in mind to command the riders we leave behind? Kada was my first choice. His brother Edwig already spoke to me, desiring a place in our host. Their mother is old, and if our attack on Isengard goes ill, I would not deprive her of both of her sons. Come, Gnarlo, we will tell Sistan to deliver this message. My prince. Thought he was having trouble there for a moment. Prince Theodred, may fortune smile on us this day. Sinstan, is everything all right? What are you looking for? My prince, it is nothing. I misplaced one of my bracers, that is all. It will turn up, I am sure. I need you to cross to the east bank with a message for Kada. Tell him he is to remain here with his men and hold the ford against whatever may come. You want him to stay here? I will tell him, but he will not like it. Kada is a man of Rohan, and will understand what is needed of him. I will not advance through the front gate to victory while leaving the postern gate open to the enemy. Someone must stay to hold the ford in the event I have misjudged Saruman's mind. Theodred lowers his voice and addresses you quietly. You should go with Sinstan to deliver my words, Gnarlo. He is untested by battle, and the men will see him still as a green boy. Kada may be less bristly toward my esquire if you are there as well. I need a word with Athelard before we go. He is not pleased at the quality of the spears we have, but it is too late to make more. They will have to suffice. Athelard, where are you? Tell me why these spears are unsatisfactory. So they're going to think Sistan's a green boy, and being that I'm a hobbit, they're going to think that I am an actual child. I hope you don't mind getting your feet wet again, Gnarlo. Kata is on the east bank of the river, and the stones can be treacherous. This way. You have been in some battles, Gnarlo. Of course you have. May I ask you a question? You have come a long way from your homeland, Gnarlo, and you have seen a great deal of danger. These battles in which you have fought, when you were embroiled in the thick of them, were you frightened? I cannot ask this of the men, they would think me a coward. But I am already frightened, and we have not yet begun to march. Sorry, having a little cup of coffee there. Well, I will be with Theodred, and he has never known fear. I could not bear to bring shame upon my family or my prince. Thank you for listening, friend. I will follow your example and not give in to these doubts. Don't be too sure that Theodred hasn't felt fear. Kata, are you here? You are to remain here with your men to hold the ford. It is the will of the prince. I should not be left behind. My place is at the front of the column with my prince. Kata's eyes flash angrily at you from beneath the rim of his helmet. I would do as I am commanded, but I wish it were not necessary. My men will hold the ford against whatever comes, as my prince desires. But I think we wait here uselessly, while our brothers and our friends ride into battle against the armies of Saruman. I understand the need for it, but I chafe at that need, and do not want to sit here in idleness while Prince Theodred rides into danger. Gather to me, men of Rohan. We have our orders, my friends, my brothers. Our prince rides forth to see the enemy with his own eyes. He leaves the defense of his home and his people in the hands of those he trusts. Our hands. We will not fail him. We will protect Rohan. Nay, we will not fail him. Let none pass into Rohan. We are the last defense of its people. That is all. Thank you. It's nice of them to put a little conclusion onto the cutscene. Like, okay, good. Get back to what we were doing. Sinstan. I did tell the prince that Kata would not be happy about staying here. You heard me tell him that. I'm going to stay here for a few minutes and see if I can find my missing bracer. You should cross the ford again and tell the prince that the ford will be defended while we are away. So what are you going to do? Sit there and ponder and talk to the air? Yes, it looks like it. Alright, back over to Theodred. Let him know, okay, we're ready to go. I don't know why we ran across those rocks when you got the nice even ford there. Theodred, where are you at? There you are. And what's wrong with those bloody spears? Let's see, does this work? Nope. All is ready then. Kata will hold the east bank of the ford with the men at his command, and the rest of us will ride north to Isengard. The Theodred will follow my lead, and Grimbold will dismount and command the foot as a separate unit if the terrain off the road warrants it. Athalard will call the mark for his archers. Archers. It will be some hours before we are in sight of Isengard. It is best we get started. Mount your steed and talk to Grimbold when you are ready to ride. Mount your steed, Gnarlo, and talk to Grimbold. Okay, I will mount my steed. Then we ride for Isengard. No, I was thinking steed of the burglar, but we're going to march on Saruman. I think this is highly appropriate. Grimbold. Let us ride together, Gnarlo. Let us bring news of our defiance to Saruman himself. Travel up the road to Isengard.
Prince Theodred left riders at the ford of Isen to guard the passage into Rohan, and he went north with a second group to Isengard.
Talk to Grimbald on the road. Alright, so that's the road south that we just came up. The fords are down that way. Isengard will be further up to the north here. It is a pleasant morning for riding, Gnarlo. If it stays thus, we will be at Isengard by midday, and have brought Saruman to heel not long after. Let us catch up to the prince and get a good view of the road ahead. I don't see the sun, so it must just be right here at dawn. Ha! I'm glad no one believes in maintaining formation or anything. Yeah, let's all push up to the front of the stage so we can see Isengard. My prince, what is the word from ahead? We will know soon enough. I sent Theodred on ahead to scout the road. We are nearly there, Gnarlo. I can smell the stench of Isengard even from here. Look, he returns to us. Prince Theodred! There are orcs and half-orcs outside the walls, but their number is not great. We have taken the wizard unawares. Perhaps. Do not celebrate yet, Theodred. The battle is still unfought. This news lightens my heart, but we must not forget that Saruman is devious. This strike will remind him we are not to be lightly set aside, and that he is not immune to attack. Any more than that is more than I expect. The dawn has passed. It will be midday when we move to the next stage of my plan. Ready yourself for what comes, Gnarlo. Examine the map table and complete the daring strike midday. Oh, okay. We have several hours ride ahead of us, Gnarlo. Then we will see if Saruman is prepared to face me in battle, or if he will cower behind his walls in perpetual caution. So we're going back to the camp. Alright, so there you go. That is the ride at dawn. Strange that it takes us all the way back here back to the map table again, because it really was just a long, kind of extended cutscene with a few interruptions to talk to various sorts. We've had much longer solo cutscenes than that. But that's cool. It looks like they're cutting things down a little bit, so that you don't have 45-minute long unstoppable instances perhaps anymore. So we will see how it goes. All right. We are actually going to stop there. I'm not sure how much longer the next cutscene is. But we will complete it up. I will get this up today and try and get the next one up tomorrow. That is going to be a nice hard attempt of mine. Hard being not hard and as difficult, but hard as in a firm attempt to get it up. So we will see how that goes, and I will see y'all next time. Thanks for coming along, and next time we will try the Daring Strike midday, and we'll see you then. Bye-bye.